Hi, my name's Ashton and welcome back to Ashton's EDC. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about something that I've been slowly putting together over the past several weeks, and that's kind of my version of an emergency bag, or I guess you might call it a bug out bag or a go bag. I kind of just designed it with the idea of using it, say the fire alarm goes off, or say there is an actual fire, or just anything where I might need to leave my apartment building for any reason, even if it's just temporary. Something that is easy to grab. It's in a backpack. I can just grab the backpack and I'm good to go. So I'm going to go over the contents in this bag. The backpack that I'm using is this backpack from SOG. I don't know the model on this. I actually bought this from Walmart several years ago. Really great backpack for the price. I think it was $40, something like that. So there's quite a lot in here. So yeah, this is the bag that I've put together. I'm going to do my best to be able to show this off on camera. So as you can see, it's got some MOLLE attachment points on the front there. It has this front pocket right here, a quick access pocket here, and then obviously the main compartment. Comes with a grab handle. It does have MOLLE. I don't have anything attached to it, but it's got MOLLE webbing on the sides here as well, and a water bottle holder right here. Right here I do just have a clean canteen water bottle for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the contents of this. So in this quick access exterior pocket here, I just have a couple of things in here, and that's actually just some different papers. So on the one, I've just got a piece of Right in the Rain paper here with some emergency contacts. Just good to have that, in case of an emergency, especially if maybe I don't have my phone or something like that, or I need to use someone else's phone or use a payphone. Just always good to have some of those emergency contacts. And then I've got a couple of different sheets of paper here, which I've just written out the contents of this bag, and I kind of have this set up using different pouches, similar to a modular system. So I just have the list of the contents in there. So if I ever maybe in a bit of a panic and need to find something, it's easy just to look in here and see where it is. So again, the bag does have these compression straps on the side, which is nice. Kind of cinch the bag down. Nice straps here on the handle. This kind of grab handle, I did just put some of this reflective repair tape just because it was cracking a little bit, but that does add a little bit of visibility as well. And so to start, we will take a look at the main compartment here. Zips open from the top, and it's not quite a full clamshell design, but it is pretty close. And so I'll just take a few of the different components that I have in here out, and then I'll go into those individually. And so again, it just opens up like that. It does go down a bit further as well. And so let's take a look at a couple of the different pouches. So I have this pouch in here. I've had this for a long time and just thought I would use it for this. And this is kind of my technology pouch. So it does have a pocket here. I don't have anything in there. And then there's two zip pockets. So in the front one, I have this 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. I've got just a standard USB wall charger. And then I've got two small cables, one USB-A to USB-C, and another one that is USB-A to micro USB. This power bank is a bit older, so it does use micro USB, so that's why I thought I would include this cable as well. And so that's everything in this front zippered pocket. Then in the back zippered pocket, I have this lantern. Now this is from a company called Luminade. Hopefully you can see that right there. And this does have a solar panel, so it can be charged via the sun, but if you can also charge it with a micro USB there. And this is a lantern. So it has these straps on the back. If you unsnap them, then they kind of form into a handle here at the top. And then this is an inflatable lantern. So if you pull this valve out, a bit stuck right now, but there we go. Pull that valve out, then this expands and you can inflate it. And then, yeah, then you have a lantern. There's a couple different modes. You just press the power button here and it will turn on. Press it again, it will cycle through a couple of different lighting modes and then a flashing mode as well. So just kind of another lighting source. I do have several different options for lighting, but this is pretty compact. It collapses to a pretty small shape, so I thought I would include that in there. And so yeah, that's everything for that I have in this pouch. I do have a couple of other electronic related things a little bit later on, but that's it for now. So yeah, kind of what I'm calling the electronics pouch. Then I've got this. This is just a little dry bag, and I've got a little kind of mini cook kit in here. So I do live in an urban environment, so I'm not really expecting to be out in the wilderness or anything like that, but I thought I would just include this in here. Just because you never know, and it does get quite cold here where I am during the winter, so it's always good to have a little, yeah, way to heat some tea up or something like that. So in here I've just got this little cup from Primus. I've got a little kit here with a lighter, a flint wheel, and some matches. Then I've got this camp stove from Primus, just wrapped in a bandana. And then at the bottom, I've got this. In here I have a little fuel canister to work with the stove and a little pot here as well. So just a little kind of mini cook kit. Definitely maybe not the most practical thing for an urban environment, but I thought I would throw it in there. Again, this is something that I've just put together, so there will definitely be some revisions and additions and changing things out as I go on. Yeah, but this is what I've got so far. So then next I've got this kind of hard case. This is, I believe, an ammo case. And this is kind of with your typical survival equipment. So has a really secure latch here, opens up all the way like this. I've got another one of these blue bandanas. Then I'll sort of try and give you a bit of a peek as to how I have everything laid out in here, but then I'll just take everything out. I've got a spork, always good to have. I've got another option for lighting. This is a little lantern from Black Diamond. Just press the button once and then it goes on, and it has a couple of different features and light levels. Then I've got some of the stormproof matches from Yuko. Really good to have. They're waterproof and you can literally dunk them in water and take them out and they'll continue lighting. Then in here I've got a little headlamp. Just got this headlamp from Cabela's, kind of wrapped up with the Ranger band here. It does have, this uses 3 AAA batteries, I have some in here. I also have some backups as well, which can be used for this or for this. So definitely a lot of different options for lighting, some lanterns and flashlights and that kind of thing, but always good to have. Then I've got this compass from Silva, really nice compass. I've got one of these compressed towels. This is from SOL. add a bit of water to this, and this will expand to quite a large towel. I've got some paracord here. I have, this is about 5.5 feet of paracord in orange. I have some more later on in the kit, but just do that in there. Then I've got this kind of jumbo ferro rod from SOL. This has the magnesium here, which you can scrape off and then use the ferro rod to ignite. Another thing from SOL is this. This is a flashlight here on the bottom, the button on the side with a couple of different modes. And then on the top, it has one of those electronic arc lighters. Hopefully you can see that there. So kind of just a cool item. Thought I'd throw that in there as well. And then I've got this little mini survival tin. And so there are some redundancies in here as well. I'll go over this quickly. And here I've got a little mini signaling mirror, a little Victorinox. This is the Victorinox Rambler. I've got a can opener. This is a can opener with a little spoon on the end. We've got a little mini glow stick, little flashlight from Olight. Got another ferro rod. This is from Exotac. This is their Nano Striker. And I've got an emergency whistle, mini Bic lighter, and 2 of these Tinder quick tabs. So just a little mini kit there to just kind of supplement what I have in this larger container. And so that's it for this container. As I said, definitely more survival focused items, and yeah, kind of definitely more things focused for the outdoors. But as I said, this is for an emergency, right? So you never know what kind of situation you might face during an emergency, so it's always good to have different things. So there's that. Now I'll just kind of clean this stuff out of the way, and we'll come back and continue showing you the rest of the things that I have in the bag. Alright, so now that I've got that stuff put away, let's continue seeing what else we've got in here. Next up, I've got a few kind of food items. So to go along with that cook kit, I've got this little pouch here. In it, I've just got 2 tea bags, and then 2 of these kind of instant Lipton chicken noodle soup that you just need to essentially add hot water to. So there's a couple of things to yeah, give a bit of sustenance if need be. And I also threw one of these kind of backpacking kits, or backpacking yeah, meals. This is Mexican style grilled chicken bowl. Again, just add some hot water to that. So a couple of things there for some food. Another thing kind of technology related is I have this. This is a solar panel from BioLite, which you just has this kind of arm here that you can set up. Put this in sunlight, obviously, and it will develop a charge. It does have kind of a small power bank built in back here, but I have heard kind of the best way if you need to use this is to directly attach another power bank that you have that's empty, and then it will basically slowly just feed that charge into the other power bank. But I've got this solar panel for emergencies. Doesn't really power anything other than USB devices, but still good to have. Then I've got a couple of clothing items. So I've got this fleece sweater just rolled up there. And I've got this little pouch, and in it I've just got a couple pairs of socks and a beanie. As I said, it does get quite cold here, so always good to have some extra winter gear. Even during the summer, it can get cool at night. It's always good to have some extra clothing items. All right, so there's that. And one of the last things I have in this main compartment, actually a couple more things. I have a fixed blade. This is also from SOG. I don't remember the model of this one, but just one of their fixed blade knives. Just always good to have one of those. I've also got this other pouch. This is just a pouch from Husky. And I've just kind of got some miscellaneous items in here, so we'll take a look. So I've got some more paracord. Got quite a bit here. I'm trying to remember how much. So this is about 17 feet of 550 paracord, so really good to have. I've also got this is a hand warmer. This is from Zippo. It uses lighter fluid, and so it comes in this little pouch, and basically you would fill this with lighter fluid, light it, and then it will essentially turn into a little burner to keep your hands warm. And it comes with this little pouch which you're supposed to put it in because the metal does get quite hot. So I've got a hand warmer. I've also got this little mini canister of Zippo lighter fluid to use along with that. Alright, a couple of other things here. I've just got a microfiber cloth, good for cleaning glasses or cleaning your phone screen or something like that. I threw some of this bug spray in, just good to have, especially during the summer. The mosquitoes might get pretty bad, so good to have. And then I've got this. So this is a set from Grim Workshop of their tip cards. So it comes in this little tin, and inside it's got a whole bunch of different tip cards. So number one is Morse code. So just a whole bunch of information, kind of survival information. Pretty compact little kit with a lot of really useful info in there. We've got another bandana. This is from Wazoo. This is kind of an animal footprint tracker bandana. Bandanas are always good to have. I've already included quite a few. Just good to tie around your head or wipe your face or anything like that. Then I've got a couple of first aid items in here. Some larger first aid items that couldn't fit in my kit, which I do have a bit later on. I've just got a couple gauze pads. These are 4x4 gauze pads. I've got some of these cotton gloves. These hard to take up any space, so thought I would throw them in there. So kind of just some miscellaneous items in this pouch, but packs up pretty slim, so it can just get tucked away quite easily. Just put everything back in here quick. So yeah, there's kind of a miscellaneous gear items pouch. Alright, a couple more things in here. So as far as the main compartment, as you can see now, hopefully, whoops, sorry about that. As you can see now, it does open almost to a full clamshell. So that's everything in this main compartment here. It does have a sort of sleeve here, which I think is meant to be used for a water bladder. But on the opposite side here, there is some mesh pouches. So I don't have anything on this top one, but in the lower one, I do have a water filter. And so this is a water filter from Katadyn. This is a 3-liter filter, so you just fill this with water, and you can drink directly out of here. You can kind of squeeze it and put the filtered water into another bottle, which is why I do have that Clean Canteen bottle on the outside. So just a way to filter some water, always good in case of an emergency. Obviously, kind of the first thing you might think of for that is if you need to drink some water from a lake or something, but even if you have access to tap water, it still might be contaminated or something like that, so always good to have. So that's everything in this main compartment here. Now we'll take a look at the items in the front compartment. So I'll just zip this up and we will take a look. There we go. So the front compartment unzips opens up in a clamshell pretty much all the way. And I've got a couple of different items in here. Again, there is another mesh pocket on the front side. And in here I've got this, this is from SOL again. This is the emergency bivy. There it is. SOL Emergency Bivy XL. So this is basically like a sleeping bag made out of that kind of space blanket material, so it can keep you warm if you ever need to. It kind of traps your body heat. So this is like it's probably kind of a single use, so only really in emergencies, but good to have a little another source to keep you warm. Then in this front compartment, it has some organizing sections here, which I've stored a whole bunch of different types of gear. Alright, so in one of the pockets I have this little first aid kit. Now this is from Adventure Medical Kits, but I have kind of customized this as well. Some of the items that were in here I did take out and put in another kit, but kind of a basic first aid. Definitely not a trauma kit, not a stop the bleed kit or anything like that. Just really basic. So in here I threw in this hydrocortisone cream. I get eczema sometimes, so that's always nice to have. As well, this opens kind of in a full clamshell, has two pockets. So in this pocket down here, I've got a whole bunch of band-aids. Let's see here. I have them written down somewhere, I believe, but got a whole bunch of band-aids. I want to say 20 or something like that of different types of band-aids. I've got two of these. These are called, I don't know how to pronounce that, but they're just some different wipes if you need to clean something off. And then I've got a couple of these knuckle band-aids as well. So really a lot of band-aids, which is good because you know, if you get a cut or a scrape or something like that, nice to have. Then on this top section, I've got a gauze roll, and then I've just got some moleskins, so good for blisters. And then obviously I have those other larger gauze pads as well. So pretty basic first aid kit. Like I said, this is not a trauma kit. This is not a emergent, like super thorough first aid kit. Really basic, kind of just threw it together, but still has some yeah, some really essential first aid items. And yeah, pretty small compact form factor, little grab handle there, so easy to grab out. Another one of these pockets, I've got this is a collapsible cup, so you could if you're filtering water from that catadin, you could just put that into here and you have a little cup to drink out of. You know, collapses to almost nothing, so hardly takes up any space. A couple other things here. I've got another knife. This is the Cold Steel SR1 Lite. A really humongous folding knife. Yeah, just good to have another cutting tool. And I've also included a Leatherman. So this is the Leatherman Bond. Really nice, kind of based off of the Leatherman PST. Folds out. It's pretty small form factor. Got some nice pliers. I'll go over the tools here quickly. It's got a regular knife, as well as a really nice large Phillips screwdriver and a can opener. Hopefully you can see that there. On the other side, it's got a really nice file, double-sided or actually triple-sided file. And then we've got the awl/reamer and a couple of flathead screwdrivers. So just a really nice tool you can use for all sorts of things. Really compact, and this actually slots into one of the kind of pen holders that I have in this bag. And then I've got another power bank. Now this is a pretty large one. This is a 20,000 milliamp hour. I just think it's really good, especially in an urban environment, to be able to charge your devices, whether it's your flashlight or your phone or anything. Really good to have. So this one's pretty big. It does have 2 USB ports there on the end, and if you press this button, it has a little kind of LCD display. Not really showing up on camera, but it does show as 100%. So just really good to be able to charge your devices. And I believe that is everything. As I said, I do have this clean canteen water bottle on the outside. I think it is good to have this, but I also want to get just a regular bottle of water so that I have a water source already if I'm not able to filter or anything like that. Just to have a regular plastic bottle of water is always good to have. So that's everything. And I'll just go ahead actually and load this up right now. So in the front pocket, our little first aid kit, our power bank, the cold steel goes in here as well, and then we've got the Leatherman Bond and the collapsible cup and the emergency bivvy. So all of that goes into the front pocket, or the front compartment I should say, and that zips up. So there we go. And in the main compartment, this kind of gives the opportunity as well to show how this opens really to a nearly full clamshell. Opens pretty wide, which is good. Easy to access all of the items. In here, we'll put my sweater, the different food items, the solar panel, some extra socks and a beanie, a fixed blade knife, mini cook kit, kind of another miscellaneous gear pouch, and electronics and the survival items. So as I said, kind of have a modular setup here so that it's, that everything is super easy to grab. And I also have the contents list as well, so if I'm ever needing to know where something is and I forget, it's easy to just grab that list, take a look, and be able to find out where everything is. Something I've been thinking about as well with the contents list is maybe putting this in a little Ziploc bag or something to make it waterproof, and then that way it doesn't get wet or anything like that and get ruined. But that's my emergency bug out bag, go bag, survival bag. I just call it my emergency bag. It's really good. Definitely a bit of a larger backpack. As you can see, can't even entirely fit it all on camera, but it's really nice. Fits me perfectly. Hopefully, I'm not even sure if you can show that on camera, but it's super easy just to sling over your shoulder and you're good to go. So there we have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I apologize if you couldn't see everything on camera. It's a bit tricky to do. I don't have quite the large enough setup to show the entire bag, but hopefully you got the idea. And yeah, just kind of how I designed this bag. Hopefully maybe gave you some ideas of things to include as well. As I said, this is kind of a work in progress. If you have recommendations or things that you think I should add, please let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and recommendations of gear that you have in your emergency bag if you have one. Yeah, I'd love to hear even what backpack you use and what things that you keep in it. But that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the other videos I'm making, hit the subscribe button as well. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching as always, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.